Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how we can name template areas in CSS Grid. Okay, but first let me show you my code so far. Okay guys, in my index.html I add a simple container parent here. Okay, and within this container we have four elements. Okay, uh, in the container class in my main.css, we set display grid and used grid template columns and grid template rows to create 4 columns and 3 rows with different values here in my container. Okay, where the element 1 in my web page that you see uh, spans the entire first row, the element 1, okay? The element 2 spans the second column of the second row. The element 3 spans the third to last column of the second row. And to last, element 4 spans the entire third row, okay? If you look better, I create a simple simulation web page where the element 1 is our here, element 2, element 3 is our main content, and the element 4 is a footer. Okay, only a simple simulation to better explain for you. And if you want to better understand how we add these properties, check out the article how to position child elements in a CSS grid in the video description. Okay guys, now instead of defining position using numbers, when where you can see in element 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, I use the numbers here to define columns and rows position. We can use scripted names for areas within a grid. This simplifies the code and allows us to change the layout easily without manually adjusting each item. It's worth mentioning that this technique is especially useful in more complex layouts, where the positioning of elements can become confusing without a clear structure. Whatever, for this video, I will use a simple example to demonstrate how it works. To assign names to each area of our grid, we need to add the grid template areas property to the container. This property defines a visual representation of the grid, where each quartet string represents a row and each name represents a cell. For example, I can add here a grid template areas, and this string I need add. This string is my first row, okay, and each value here is about each cell or each column, okay. We have a here 2, here 3, and 4 here. But why I do it? Pay attention that my element 1 occupies the all line, so I need to add the same name for each cell here, okay? And the next column, second row, sorry, I will add a main, or yeah, because this line is my main content, and here I will add our foot here, footer, and footer, okay? Yeah, because I'm simulating a web page, okay? Now, to position each element according to the names we assigned in grid template areas, we need to add the grid area properties to each element. So on our element, in our element 1, I can comment this grid column and add here a grid area and add our here that I create and reload the page. Look that nothing changed, so it's good. Okay, on element 2, if I grid area, if I add grid area and main, because our element 2 is está em nosso main content, okay, and comment this part, look the problem. Our element 2 occupies all row because I add the same name here. Okay, the our element 2 is taking up the entire second row because I specify that element 2 should occupy each cell that has the name main. And to fix this, we need to specify exactly where we want each element to occupy by changing their names. To name any cell, we can use any value. For example, in the first column, we can use a dot. Here, we can use a dot. Because we are using nothing, the first column, remember. Here, we can specify this value for main1 and main2 here, because we know that element 3 needs occupied the two last columns, okay, to the second row. So if I add main1, because we need to occupy the second column, okay, I specify this part and reload the page. Look that, okay, it's really good because element 2 is occupied only the second column, okay. And here, I'm sorry, comment this part. Okay, perfect. Element 3, I can comment this part too and add a grid area main2, okay, because I specifying here that element 3 needs to occupy these parts, okay. And okay, perfect, nothing changed. And element 4, I can comment this part and specify grid area footer and reload the page. Okay, nothing changed. Now each element is automatically positioned in the grid according to its assigned area name, making the layout easier to modify. Yeah, that's it, guys. If you like this video, like and follow me so you don't miss any content. See you next time.